Welcome to this tutorial on Add Content, a PowerShell cmdlet used for appending content to files. In this video, you'll learn how to add new information to existing files without losing what's already there. This is an essential skill when working with log files, configuration files, or any situation where you need to preserve existing data while adding new entries. Add Content is a cmdlet that appends content to the end of existing files without overwriting them. Think of it like adding new pages to the end of a book rather than replacing the entire book. When you use Add Content, PowerShell takes whatever text or data you provide and places it at the bottom of the file, keeping all the original content intact. This makes it perfect for tasks like adding entries to log files or updating records in text-based databases. The basic syntax for Add Content is straightforward. You use the cmdlet name Add Content, followed by the path parameter to specify which file you want to append to, and the value parameter to specify what content you want to add. The path parameter tells PowerShell where the file is located, and value contains the actual text or data you want to append. Both parameters are essential for the cmdlet to work properly. Let's look at some simple examples. To append a single line, you use Add Content with the path parameter pointing to your file, such as log.txt, and the value parameter containing your new entry, like new log entry. You can also append multiple lines at once by providing an array of strings separated by commas. For instance, you can add line 1 and line 2 to notes.txt in a single command. Each string in the array will be written as a separate line in the file. Add Content works seamlessly with PowerShell's pipeline. You can pipe content directly to the cmdlet instead of using the value parameter. For example, you can pipe the string new entry directly to add content targeting data.txt. This becomes especially powerful when you pipe the output of other cmdlets. For instance, you can pipe getDate to add content to automatically append the current date and time to a timestamp file. The pipeline approach makes your code more concise and follows PowerShell best practices. Add Content supports several useful parameters. The encoding parameter lets you specify the file encoding, such as UTF-8 or ASCII, which is important when working with different character sets. The force parameter allows you to override read-only file attributes, enabling you to append content even to protected files. The NoNewline parameter appends content without adding a newline character at the end, useful when you need precise control over formatting. Finally, the PassThru parameter returns the added content to the pipeline, so you can use it in subsequent commands. Here are some practical examples you'll commonly use. For logging with timestamps, you can embed getDate in a string and pipe it to add content targeting app.log. This creates timestamped log entries automatically. When appending CSV data, you simply provide a comma-separated string as the value parameter to add a new row to your CSV file. If you need to append to a read-only file, use the force parameter along with your path and value to override the file's read-only attribute. These patterns cover most real-world scenarios you'll encounter. It's crucial to understand the difference between Add Content and Set Content. Add Content appends to existing content, adding new information at the end of the file while preserving everything that was already there. Set Content, on the other hand, overwrites existing content completely, replacing the entire file with whatever you specify. Use Add Content when you want to keep existing data and just add more. Use Set Content when you want to replace the file's contents entirely. Choosing the wrong one can result in lost data, so always be mindful of which cmdlet you're using.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.